Hey everybody, welcome back. We are live in the Rachael Show Prep Kitchen. I'm Jeanette, this is my good friend Grant.
Hello.
And today we are making no-cook suppers. I don't know about where you live, but where we live and millions of Americans live, it is hot.
It's a little too hot.
So hot out that all we've been thinking about is how to eat without cooking. So today we are going to help you with some of our favorite recipes that we like to make that are no-cook. You can get dinner on the table tonight. We're going to show you 2 recipes, start to finish, 3 recipes. Grant's actually got 2.
Yeah.
Really great recipes for things that you do not have to cook, but can put on the dinner table tonight. So hang out with us, comment below, let us know what some of your go-to hot weather dishes are, because frankly, we need your help.
Yes.
We are sweating and we do not want to turn our stoves on. So what do you guys eat when it's really warm out? I'm going to show you my no-cook Italian salad. And Grant's going to show you kind of summarized up soup and sandwich, which is going to be really, really fun.
And then we also have a cool down cocktail.
We do have a cool down cocktail, yes. So, okay, I'm going to get started here. This was something that kind of blew our minds the other day. And, you know, you see us in here all the time. We're constantly cooking, constantly testing recipes. And I didn't know that you didn't need to cook couscous. Did you know that?
I had no idea until you taught me this the other week.
I just read on the internet.
This is really cool, and it kind of changes my world a little bit, right?
It changed our world. So all I took 3/4 of a cup of couscous, straight from the box, and I'm just mixing it with 1 cup of boiling water, which you can do in the microwave or in an electric kettle, so you do not need to turn your stove on. Totally. And I'm just tossing that with a few sun-dried tomatoes, and I'm going to cover this with plastic wrap. And in 10 minutes, this is going to be a cooked grain.
That's insane.
Right?
I don't know how I've lived for however old I am. I just forgot. How have I lived this long and not known this? I didn't know that you didn't have to boil water.
Me either.
On
Did
the
you guys know
stovetop.
this? I had no idea.
I always just thought you needed a stovetop to make couscous, but I guess not.
So this is it. I've got my timer on. I'm going to check this in again in 10 minutes, and you are going to see cooked couscous.
No cooked
I'm going to pop this on the back
Yum.
counter.
Megan from Stanstone, Virginia, says hello.
Hi
Hello.
Megan. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching us today.
Again, we are here making no-cook suppers because where do you guys live? Is it hot where you live?
Yeah, I feel like it's hot everywhere right
so
now.
hot
It's
everywhere.
insane.
Crazy. All right, so I'm going to show you. Last week I showed you guys how to make my basic salad vinaigrette dressing. One of those recipes where you never need to buy another bottle of salad dressing again. And I've got a ton of people commented last week saying that they made it, which was so exciting.
Yeah,
so today I'm just making the same thing again, and I'm going to build my salad in this really, really big bowl. Because if you know me, you know I hate doing dishes. So I'm going to build the whole salad just in this one bowl. And then I'm going to serve it.
Alicia from Georgia says hello.
Hi.
Hello, Alicia. If it's hot in New York right now, I'm sure it's really hot in Georgia.
It must be so
Always
hot.
in Georgia.
You'll have to try these, Alicia.
Sherry says that she loves stuffed mushrooms. That's fun.
That is a great, love stuffed mushrooms. All right, so to my dressing, I started with just 2 tablespoons of Dijon vinegar, Dijon mustard. I added in equal parts red wine vinegar and olive oil, and I'm just whisking this all together in a nice emulsified salad dressing. I'm going to season with a little bit of salt and pepper.
Our friend Rhiannon is watching.
Hi,
she
Rhiannon.
makes chicken salad with the works.
Yum.
Ooh, yummy.
That
I love
sounds
chicken
delicious.
salad.
Hi, Rhiannon.
I made a chicken salad just a few weeks ago, and I put a ton of like celery leaves in it. It was really yummy because we just talked the other day about how much we love celery leaves. I was like, that's a great secret ingredient.
It's so good. Maggie says that we should make lamb chops. I've never made. He's got the giggles. Maggie, Rachel has a few lamb chop recipes which are really, really good. I've never made lamb chops at home. Have you? You can't stop laughing.
I never have. I'm so sorry. I just got the giggles really bad.
We got the giggles in here today.
Oh,
we are live in the Rachael Show Prep Kitchen. And
It's Monday, guys.
And we have the giggles.
It's
I
Monday.
know.
The heat.
It's almost cocktail time too, so that maybe will help.
Anna from Texas says hello.
Hello, Anna. Thank you for watching. So to my salad dressing, I added in 1 shallot, and then I added in a little bit of golden raisins. We had a ton of them in the pantry, and I really like when you kind of reconstitute them in the dressing, and it adds a little bit of sweetness to the salad. DN likes a fully loaded pasta and large chef salad. That's a really, really nice idea. We made a few pasta salads last week on the show. And we really, really like those for warm weather because you don't need to heat up the kitchen at all. Love a good pasta salad. All right, so I think that's everything that's going to go on my dressing. I'm going to let this dressing sit for just a little bit and let those golden raisins just reconstitute a little bit. And then I'm going to add in all of my salad ingredients. But Grant, you are going to show us how to make your gazpacho, right?
Yeah, that's right. So on Friday on the show, Rachel made a gazpacho, which you guys on Facebook love. So we thought we'd show you another gazpacho today. And Rachel made a red gazpacho, right? It was with red tomatoes?
It's her macho gazpacho. She made it with Bob Harper. I love that.
With shrimp on the side.
Yeah.
But today we're making one that's a little bit different. This is a yellow gazpacho. So in this blender I have some cucumbers, and I'm going to add in 2 cups of fresh corn. That, along with the yellow tomatoes, is what's going to make it a really pretty yellow color. But you could use red tomatoes if you wanted to. I just like to use the yellow ones because it makes it really pretty.
And they're super in season right now, all the different colored tomatoes. I was at the farmer's market yesterday, and even at the grocery store, they have this really big, pretty basket of heirloom tomatoes.
Yeah, lots of tomatoes going on. I'm also going to make a really cool tomato toast after this. This is kind of like an updated, summarized version of soup and salad.
I like that. All the comforts of winter, but summarized.
Yeah, totally.
Molly just said she'd love to see us make tuna noodle salad.
Oh, that
sounds really good.
Oh, that's like a mashup of tuna salad and like a pasta salad.
I
right?
like that.
That sounds yummy.
Stay
or like
tuned. We might try that. I like that idea.
A summertime version of a tuna noodle casserole.
Ooh, tuna noodle casserole is one of my faves.
It's one of our favorites. So in here I have some cucumbers, some fresh corn, and some yellow tomatoes. I'm going to add in a cup of water. And this is like my secret ingredient. These are just some almonds, some blanched almonds. This is what's going to make it really nice and creamy. So we're just going to make sure we blend it up for a nice long time. Oh, I need to add in my vinegar.
Yummy.
2 tablespoons of vinegar. Yeah, but you could also use lemon juice, or you could use balsamic vinegar. Pretty much any kind of acid will work here.
We want to say hi to Mary from Michigan. Hi, Mary from Michigan.
Hello, Mary.
Thank you for watching.
I like the alliteration.
I do too.
Mary from Michigan. And just a couple of tablespoons of salt. Since this is all like fresh raw vegetables, we need to make sure that we're adding a lot of salt just to flavor those up a little bit.
Yummy.
And now we're going to turn this on and blend it up. You want to make sure you blend it up for a while. And if it gets a little too thick, you can add in some more water. We're just going to blend that up. Oops. And you want to make sure you blend it up for a long time so those almonds get really, nice and creamy. If you don't blend it up enough, then you'll have some like hard chunks in it. You obviously don't want that. So you just blend it up, and once it starts to get nice and smooth, we're going to slowly add in some olive oil. And this again is going to make it nice and creamy.
Yummy. That looks so pretty.
I know, isn't that pretty?
I love the color of it already. It's so nice.
And we have some recipes on the internet. Rachel, like I said, made a red gazpacho, but she's also made a green gazpacho before with green tomatoes.
Yeah.
Let's give this a taste and see if it needs any.
You know what's fun about this is I bet you your kids would really like this, because when I was a kid I always knew like different colored foods that were a little like out of the norm were always really fun. This would be really fun for kids.
That's good. I think I'm just going to blend it up a tiny bit more.
Oh yeah, that's really good, Graham.
And then
nice amount of salt.
We'll be ready to serve.
I really like that.
And this is one of those dishes that if you make it ahead of time and put it in the fridge, it kind of gets better as it sits in the fridge. It's like almost marinate.
So nice. So you can make this ahead. Totally. Anna just commented and she wants to know, did you cook the corn before cutting it off the cob?
I actually didn't. No, since we're using fresh corn, because corn is really, really good right now.
So good.
You don't need to cook it to make sure that the flavor develops. It's really good raw. But you could make this with frozen corn if you want to. You just might need to add a little bit of sugar or honey to it to sweeten it up. And check out this yellow gazpacho. How yummy does that look? So pretty.
And if you are just tuning in, we are in the Rachael Prep Kitchen, and we are live making no-cook suppers. It's so hot outside, so here's a few ideas for dinner on the table tonight that you do not need to heat up your kitchen. Yeah.
So here's our yellow gazpacho. And in just a couple minutes, I'm going to make a little tomato toast to go on the side of this. It's almost like grilled cheese and tomato soup.
It's so refreshing.
Isn't it good?
It'd be cute. Rachel's made gazpacho a few times, and she serves it in those like little shooters if you wanted to serve that for like a party.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
That's always really nice, but I would sit down with a bowl of that and go to town.
We're probably going to do that.
I think we are. Yes, we are. Norma just said if your blender isn't strong, how would you recommend getting that creaminess?
Well, a great tip is to stream in your olive oil like I did. That sort of emulsifies the liquid, makes it nice and creamy. So definitely do that. But, you know, you can't, with a gazpacho, you can't really over blend it. You know, the longer you blend it, the creamier it's going to get. So just keep blending.
What about a food processor? Could you do it in a food processor?
Oh, totally. You could do it in a food processor.
Nice.
A lot of people have those mini blenders too. Those work if you want to make like a single serving.
Lovely.
Just to remind you guys, if you're just now tuning in, today we're making some no-cook suppers.
We are.
Because it's a little too hot out.
Too hot.
Jeanette is working on an Italian salad. She's about to make a drink. I just made a yellow gazpacho, but all these recipes are going to be on the Facebook page later today.
I'm making a no-cook cocktail.
Oh, yummy! It's about time.
I think so. I think so.
We need one.
So I'm actually making, this is my go-to summer drink. I know you might occasionally find Grant and I out for them after work. This is what I call an Italian spritz. So it is, you can either make it with Campari or Aperol. So it's 3-2-1. It's 3 parts Prosecco, 2 parts Aperol or Campari, and then 1 part seltzer. So to the bottom of the glass, I poured, today I'm using Campari. Campari is a little bit of like a bit. How would you explain it? Like a little bitter of a liqueur.
It's like a bitter orange.
A bitter orange. Yeah, it's really good. Aperol's a little bit sweeter if you're into that. And then I just top it off with 1 part seltzer. This is Prosecco. I use Prosecco. You could use Cava or champagne, whatever you guys have.
Yeah.
But even seltzer and Campari on its own is really, really good. That's
totally.
like a really nice.
Yeah,
refreshing.
Campari is a really yummy liqueur to have around. It's not something you can drink by itself really because it's a little too strong. But once you mix it with something bubbly or something sweet, it kind of takes on a really yummy flavor.
Don't these look so pretty? And really
beautiful.
icy and refreshing for how hot it is out today. Yeah. Cheers, Grant.
Cheers.
And cheers to Gabby, who wants to say hello to us from Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Oh, hello, Gabby. Oh my goodness, that's so good. That is so refreshing.
It's such a nice brunch cocktail, too.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so that is my Italian spritz cocktail. The recipe for that's going to be on the website a little bit later. Yes. So you're gonna get onto your toast now, right?
Oh yeah, totally. Let's make the toast.
Yeah, let's do the toast.
So, like I was saying before, tomatoes are really, really good right now. So I'm gonna make a fresh, yummy tomato toast. But to make it a little bit special, I'm gonna make a ranch spread to put on the toast.
Who doesn't love ranch?
Who doesn't love ranch, right? So in this bowl, I have some sour cream. And I'm gonna add in some mayonnaise, and then we're gonna season it up with some salt and pepper.
Hi to Donna, who commented in from Hinesville, Georgia.
Hello, Donna.
Donna,
thanks for watching.
is it hot in Georgia? That's our question today.
It has to be.
If it's this hot in New York, I don't know how it's not that hot in Georgia today. I hope you're staying cool.
And I'm going to add in a little bit of vinegar. A lot of these ingredients that we're adding into here are the same ingredients that we use to make the gazpacho. So not only does it go well together, you already bought most of these ingredients to make this.
Double duty ingredients.
Yeah. I'm going to add in some garlic powder and a little bit of onion powder. And Jeanette is chopping up the herbs for me. I'm using fresh herbs today, but you can use some dried ones if you like. But we have some parsley, some basil, some chives, and some dill. All of that is going to get mixed up. And we're going to put it on top of toast.
Oh, nice.
And then top it with some yummy seasonal heirloom tomatoes. You could also use like cherry tomatoes and just chop them up really nice and tiny.
Hey, do any of you guys have herb gardens? Because actually, this is a whole combination of herbs that I know, like a lot of my friends who have gardens, they have all these herbs in their garden.
Yeah.
What kind of herbs do you guys grow in your gardens?
We would love to know.
I just moved to a house, so now I'm really excited to get started with a
garden.
Yeah, I'm really pumped.
Exciting.
I hope I have a green thumb.
Over here I have some tomatoes. I'm going to use yellow tomatoes. This is a red tomato. This is one of those stripy ones. I don't know if it has a name, but I think they're really pretty, right?
Yeah, the stripy heirloom kind.
The stripies.
Grant, get this. Carla just commented, and she made your sopa seca on. She made your sopa seca and is looking forward to Taco Tuesday tomorrow.
Oh, yummy!
How did it come out, Carla? It was so good. And it could feed an army. I feel like we were eating it in the kitchen for like a few days after. It was so delicious.
Yeah. I actually think we still have some in the fridge that we might have for lunch today.
We might. Am I just throwing these in here?
Yeah, just throw them on in there. And then I'm going to slice up these tomatoes. But yeah, that recipe's online if you guys didn't get a chance to check it out. And tomorrow we're going to be making some more tacos.
We are. Tomorrow we're celebrating Taco Tuesday. We're doing a breakfast brunch style.
Yeah.
So make sure to come back for that. Nathan answered our question and said that he is in Texas and he is burning. It is, I can't imagine how hot Texas is. Stay cool, Nathan. Maybe try one of these recipes for dinner tonight. Keep the kitchen nice and cool. It is really nice and cool in here, actually. We might not go outside ever again.
So over here I have some sourdough toast I just popped into the toaster. And now I'm using one of Rachel's tips that I learned many years ago, and I do this every time I make toast for a dinner party now. You take a little bit of garlic, fresh garlic, and you just rub it on the outside of the toast. And so it kind of picks up that garlicky aroma. It's not super garlicky, but it has that nice like crispy spice to it.
Like the nice essence of garlic without having to like bite down on big pieces of it.
Totally.
It's really nice. Sure. Tara commented in her garden she grows rosemary and mint.
Ooh,
That's really nice.
Yeah, you can totally grow some rosemary and mint in here if you want to. So now I'm just going to take some of that ranch spread and put it down onto a piece of toast. Like I said, I'm using sourdough, but you can use any kind of bread that you have in the fridge. You could also make this as a wrap, I would think, right?
Oh, totally.
Why not? And then I'm just going to take a couple different colors of tomato and pop them right on top.
So pretty, Grant.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah. Erica commented, and she is in Indiana, and she is hot as well. Glad we're not alone. We walked in here this morning.
I think it's going to be pretty unanimous. I think everyone's probably very hot today.
What a perfect day for no-cook suppers, which is what we are making live in the Rachael Prep Kitchen right now. Grant is just putting the finishing touches on his beautiful tomato ranch toast.
Yeah, right. And whenever I make anything with fresh tomatoes, you just want to make sure you season them up a little bit. I like extra salt and pepper,
So
but
pretty.
you could throw some herbs on there too. And there it is. This is our ranchy tomato toast. How pretty is that?
You could put an egg on that and serve that for brunch.
Absolutely,
that'd be really nice too.
So on this little platter right here, we have our yellow gazpacho that we made just a few minutes ago with corn and yellow tomatoes, and then a ranchy tomato toast. And you saw both of those things pretty much come together right before your eyes. It was very, very fast.
Really fast.
No cook. It's super fresh.
In and out of the kitchen real quick.
Yeah.
All right, is it time to finish up my no-cook Italian salad? I think so. I think about 10 minutes has passed on our timer.
Oh, great.
This is the moment of truth, guys. It looks cooked.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I don't know. Can you guys see in there? I'm going to open it
up.
up.
I think it's like double in size, right?
Yeah, it has completely doubled in size. Look at that. Steamy and fresh, cooked
yum.
couscous without having to cook it.
That's amazing.
I know. It's just the most amazing product. This is such a game changer. I'm going to try this with a lot more different grains and see what happens. Because I can't see why this wouldn't work for like some other ones, right?
I think it's pretty revolutionary.
And the sun-dried tomatoes, which I steeped in there, are really nice and soft and tender. So now, one of my big tips is when I am doing no-cook suppers is taking a lot of help from the store. Because, so the sun-dried tomatoes are actually nicer than just regular tomatoes because they've got a lot more flavor in them without having to add a ton of ingredients. So I'm going to toss that in at the end and wilt because I don't know about you, but when I'm eating a salad, I really, really like when there's like a warm element to it. Like hot grilled chicken or some hot shrimp or like a warm grain tossed in.
I think it makes it feel less like a salad.
You're right. Yeah,
you don't feel like you're eating something healthy.
Exactly, like, not so cold. And I was just, when I was coming up with this recipe, I was like, like when you're thinking of no-cook suppers, you're not often thinking about food that's going to be like super warm or hot. So I thought that was a fun, creative way of adding in some extra warmth to the salad.
Yvonne commented below and said that you can make the tomato toast and put some cheese on top and pop it in the broiler.
That sounds delicious.
That would be really good. You could do some mozzarella, some Parmesan.
Yummy.
I mean, pretty much any cheese. I'm not going to say no to a cheese.
Nope, never going to say no to cheese. So the protein I'm adding to the salad is I kept a piece whole. I diced up. I asked my deli counter man to slice my salami. My deli counter man. He sliced my salami about a 1/4 inch thick, and I just did a quick dice on that. So that's kind of my no-cook way of getting some protein into dinner.
I think that's a great tip. Like whenever you want to make something that's no cook, but you want a little protein, head to the deli counter because everything there is cooked. So you can just
turkey,
throw that into a salad. You put it on top of a tomato toast.
Actually, throwing in some turkey and ham in this salad would be pretty good.
Yeah, that'd be yummy. Kathy says good morning from San Diego.
Hi, Kathy. Good morning.
Kathy. Thanks for spending your morning with us.
So now I'm going to add in, we were talking on Thursday about, I'm not going to call it the zucchini problem because zucchini is delicious, but this time of the year, everybody's gardens tend to just be like overfilling with zucchini.
It's a good problem
It's a great problem to have. So it's one of my favorite ingredients, and I actually love eating zucchini raw. It really just takes on the flavor of anything that's around it. So I added in some pine nuts too, just for a little crunch. I bought some toasted pine nuts at the store. And I added 2 small zucchini, and then I'm going to add in about a cup of fresh mozzarella. You can use any kind of cheese, like we were just saying. We're not going to say no to any kind of cheese.
Yeah.
I'm using some fresh mozzarella, those little, I think called bucatini balls.
I can never remember the name. I think it's bucatini?
Bucatini.
I was bucatini
is pasta.
Exactly.
So I'm going to get back to you on what those are called.
It's tiny cheese. Get the tiny cheese and throw it in there.
Get the small cheese.
Dreama says, love you guys. You should have your own show.
Thank you, Dreama.
Thank you, Dreama.
What a pretty name, too.
We're going to be here all week, so if you like what you see, make sure you come back.
Come back. We're here Monday, today through Thursday. Yes, we got a lot of fun things planned for this week.
We do. We were saying tomorrow is Taco Tuesday.
It is Taco Tuesday.
I think we're going to make some pizzas on Thursday. Is that right?
Pizzas on Thursday, yep.
Who knows what we're going to do on Wednesday. If you guys have any ideas, let us know.
Okay, so now to my salad. This is my Italian no-cook salad. I just added in some roasted red pepper, peppers from the jar. I took 3 of them, and I just, Grant so nicely diced those up for me. And he's finishing up my artichoke hearts, which are just kind of do a rough chop. My favorite thing about this salad, and this is kind of the way I cook a lot, is like, if there's an ingredient in here that you don't like, then just don't add it. You know, like it's very like, if you don't like red peppers, replace it with something else. If you're a vegetarian, omit the salami. Like there's so many, I love like a good option when I'm making a recipe.
Karen from Louisville says that it's 99 degrees there.
And it's early. Karen, stay cool.
Yeah. I love the way that people from Louisville say, it's Louisville. I think that's it. Let us know, Karen. I don't know how you're going to try to spell it on Facebook, but go for it.
Try it phonetically. All right, so now I think we're at the point where I am going to. So this is my. You can actually put some ham into this, and this would almost be like an antipasto salad.
Yeah,
right?
Totally.
Which is one of my favorite salads.
Bridget commented and said, "OMG pizza!"
Yay! Bridget will be watching on Thursday.
Who doesn't love pizza? Everybody loves pizza.
No, if you don't love pizza, you don't love me.
And we're not just going to make normal pizza. We're going to make like 3 different kinds.
We
of
are.
Pizza, right?
Yeah, we are.
I'm pretty excited. We've both been pretty excited about Pizza Day.
I know. We've been waiting. So now I'm going to add my warm element to my nice Italian salad here. I'm adding in the couscous, which you guys saw for the first time I've ever really successfully done it. All I had to do was toss it with boiling water that I made from my electric kettle. And now this is going to be a beautiful salad.
It looks yummy.
I know, it's going to be nice and warm too. While I added the warm ingredient in, I always kind of like to wilt in some greens. Today I have a little bit of baby arugula, but you could definitely use some spinach. Or, I always love adding extra greens to my food. Yeah. And this is a great salad. I would absolutely sit down and eat this for dinner. This would be a great salad. We made a bunch of summer sides the other day. Yeah. This would be a great salad to bring to someone's house for a barbecue over the weekend. It would definitely travel well.
Absolutely. I also feel like this is something, since it's kind of a big batch, you can make this today and eat it for a couple meals throughout the week.
I love a good meal prep.
Tonight. You could have it for lunch the next day.
It's only going to get better. Like the dressing, I did that red wine vinaigrette. It's really going to soak into all of the vegetables and couscous. It's going to get
Jamie commented and asked if you could use quinoa or farro.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, any green. But today we were sticking with no cook, and I just learned this great tip that you can cook couscous without using any heat. Just some boiling water. So that's why I'm using this today. But I'm going to try this with quinoa because quinoa is one of my go-to greens, and I just want to see if that would work. So stay tuned. I'm going to see if that works for you guys.
So if you guys are just now tuning in, we're finishing our last no-cook meal.
Yes,
Jeanette just whipped up a really yummy no-cook Italian salad that we're actually using some couscous with, and you didn't have to cook it at all, which is really fun.
This is a no-cook salad.
Yeah, and this recipe is going to be on the Facebook page later today.
Can I take a bite of your crunchy tomato toast?
Yeah, take a bite of the toast.
Looks so good.
I can't wait to taste this.
Grant, that is so good. Extra ranch on my finger.
This is yummy. This is almost like a muffaletta salad.
Oh, you're right.
But with some grain.
Muffalettas.
Yeah, this is yummy.
It's so nice.
Roland commented and asked if we're making thin crust or deep dish pizza on Thursday. I think I'm going to make a Chicago deep dish pizza, actually.
Grant was going to represent Chicago and do a deep dish.
Do you know what you're making?
I'm going to make a grilled pizza.
Okay.
Which is one of my favorite things to make, yeah. And then we're going to make a dessert pizza, I think. We were still toying around with some ideas of that. Love a good dessert pizza.
This is really, really good.
Thank you.
And very fresh, and it's one of those things, like you said, it's very hearty, and you would never know that you didn't have to cook anything.
No.
Yum.
These
were some really great recipes, I think.
This was a fun day, yeah. And it's actually really nice and cool in here.
I love this. We should do this more often.
We really should.
So thank you guys for watching today. All these recipes are going to be on the Facebook page later today. We have our yellow gazpacho, a tomato toast, Jeanette's Italian salad, and this really yummy Italian spritzer. So thank you guys so much for watching. And we are going to be back tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, same time, same place. And if you liked what you saw today, make sure you like, comment, share, and cook. Cheers.
Bye, guys.
See you guys soon.
Tomato toast cheers.